Good evening. I want to call to order the meeting of the Common Council for Tuesday, October 16th.
11 are present, Your Honor.
All right, Alderman Weary's been excused, so we have 11 present, obviously a quorum, and we'll continue with tonight's meeting. I'll now entertain a motion to approve the minutes. All right, there's a motion by Alderman Nicholson and second by Alderman Scannell to approve the minutes of the April 2nd meeting. Anything here? Corrections, deletions? Seeing no lights, all in favor? Oh my God. Hang on. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nay. All right, we're now on to the regular order. So if you'd all now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, how blessed we are here in Green Bay to have people who care about each other and work to do your will. We're grateful for those who give of their time and talents to lift the lives of those who call Green Bay home. We ask you to bless all of those who work in the field of cancer research and treatment. We honor those tonight who suffer from this horrible ailment, and we know that you are a source of comfort in times of pain. We ask you bless our award recipients tonight and give them continued strength and passion as they go the extra mile to help their fellow neighbors through volunteerism, job creation, and create a place of hope and prosperity. Tonight, as we make decisions to make Green Bay a better place, bestow upon us patience, kindness, and compassion as we look to our community leaders and we look to you for guidance and support. As always, we ask that you watch over our military personnel and their families, especially those serving on the USS Green Bay. We ask this in your name. Amen. I can't believe it.
Approval of the agenda?
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Nicholson and second by Alderman Scannell for approval of the agenda. Alderman Stoyer? Committee as a whole?
Pardon?
The committee as a whole. Do you want to move that up?
Yes, I do.
All right,
Committee
so
yes.
Alderman Stoyer has made a motion to move up item U, which is the committee as a whole. That's where we take up two items that kind of need your attention tonight. If you'd be interested, we could move those up to right after item J before K. And we do have some people here from pertaining to the development agreement. If you'd like to move that up, it's your wishes. So we have a motion and a second to move up the committee as a whole following the ordinances for adoption. Discussion? All right, all in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. Anything else? Alderman Burnett?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. If I could have item P, report of the Finance Committee, item 2, put at the end of the agenda. It's a closed session item.
All right, and then we have a motion by Alderman Burnett to move item report P as in Patrick to the last item prior to adjournment. There's a motion by Alderman Burnett, seconded by Alderman Scannell. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Anything else? I will entertain a motion to adopt as amended.
Second.
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderperson LaFave to adopt the agenda as amended. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. The motion as amended has been adopted.
Report by the mayor?
Well, welcome, especially to our guests. This is a great night for the city, for me, in that we're giving out some awards tonight. But before we do that, I have three things I just want to update the council on. One is the budget meeting, right? We're in budget season right now. The budget is at the printers. Well, we print it internally. It's downstairs. And the books will be ready this Friday. So when you if you pick up your packets or if you get your information, the budget books are available on Friday, October 19th. And there's a lot of information in there. I just ask that you read my letter twice because it's just important why we're doing what we're doing and what we have to do to continue. Following that, the Joint Personnel and Finance meeting is scheduled for October 30th at 3 p.m. Okay? And then the City Council all comes back together and we have a budget meeting and a full council meeting. So we adopt the budget, full council meeting, and that's November 5th at 4:30. Those are the times we talked about. Those are the times you want to keep. That's what I have on my calendar. It's what we talked about in January. But they're coming to fruition now. And then I just want to put out there, I talked to a couple of you, November 20th is then our next council meeting. That's the week of Thanksgiving. There ain't a whole lot going on here for that week. So we can talk about maybe canceling that meeting and just going to December 5th. We talked internally here with Public Works, Police, Fire, Development, and that can work. But I kind of want to put you on notice and we can maybe finalize that.
Do that now, or?
I'll make a motion to cancel that meeting.
Yep, second.
All right. All right, so we have a motion second to cancel the November 20th meeting. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nay. So,
So December 5th?
yep, December 5th, then at 6 p.m., we're back on track. So I just want to review that one more time. The books are available Friday the 19th, Joint Personnel and Finance, October 30th at 3 p.m., full council meeting, budget meeting, November 5th at 4:30. That's a Monday. We moved it because of the election on Tuesday, and then we'll reconvene as a council again on December 4th at 6 p.m.
5th?
4th.
You said 4th or 5th? I thought you said 5th.
It's the 4th.
Is it the 4th? All right. Just want to make sure. You said, you originally said 5th. Well,
Okay, you guys, he asked about December. See, that's why I'm doing this. So
no,
listen to your mayor. December
I'm listening.
5th at 4:30. November 5th at 4:30. Don't listen to your mayor. November 5th at 4:30. December 4th at 6. Okay, we're done. I'm moving on. The second item I want to talk to you about is we have a lot going on in our law department. Just for our guests, we have 4 attorneys in the city. 3 are expecting babies in the next few months. So we're ahead of you. We're looking at bottling the water and selling it. So Vanessa, as you know, is going to be off November 7th. And until sometime in January. And Joanne, as you know, who is Vanessa's assistant attorney, she's pregnant with twins, and she's due in April. And then Rich, their family, his wife, is due in January. So we just got to work with the law department. They do a lot in the city. Rich is our prosecutor, but we have a lot of legal things going through, and we're just very excited and happy for all 3 of you. And we may have the next council meetings at Vanessa's house. I haven't cleared that yet, but all right. And lastly, I just want to mention that we'll get into the awards. I'll mention that later. All right, that'll conclude my report. Yep. Alderman Scannell?
Yeah, the budget book, will that be in PDF form? Will that be sent out to us?
Good.
Can we get digital?
Yeah, we'll have hard copy available on Friday, but that'll be the same day. We'll post the electronic version to our website.
Okay. So, but there won't be a digital version, a PDF file or anything that we can mark up ourselves instead of getting the physical book? Because if it's on the website, I don't know if I can.
So I can send you an electronic version.
Yeah.
I just have to make sure it's a large document, see if we can
Yeah.
get it zipped or reduced in size, and then we'll be able to send it out.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
We're on to announcements.
Alderperson LaFave?
Yes, I would have waited till next month, but as this is breast cancer awareness, I want everyone to know on Friday the 13th, 1998, I had my mastectomy, so I'm going on 20 years since my breast cancer. So I just wanted to let everyone know.
I'm proud of
Very
you.
proud of it, 20 years.
Alderman Stoyer?
Thank you, Your Honor. Alder Scannell and I were part of a Girl Scout gathering, Troop 4029. It's over at St. Paul's Methodist Church this past Saturday from 4 to 6. Probably about 200 people over the course of the day. Young girls just talking about life, politics, science, all sorts of things. It was really a great program. So if you go to their website, Girl Scout Troop 4029, they'll go into detail. We're proud to be part of that. Thank you.
Terrific. Alderman Stevens, did you want to say anything about your effort tonight?
As we all know, that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So today, in honor of everybody that has been fighting it currently or passed from this, we're all in honor, and that's why we're all wearing pink tonight in their honor.
Thank you. All right, very good. Thank you for organizing that. Okay, clerk.
We're on to recognitions and awards.
All right, so as I mentioned, tonight we are recognizing some community leaders in the city. And as you know, November 1st is 527 mayors and city leaders jointly recognize November 1st as Extra Mile Day, a day to recognize the people and organizations who are creating positive change in our communities through going the extra mile. By declaring November 1st, 2018 Extra Mile Day, Green Bay continues to be part of this nationwide movement. So every November 1st, a bunch of us mayors get together and recognize outstanding people in our community. Now, the proclamation, which is going to be going out, I want to read this to you. It simply reads, whereas Green Bay is a community which acknowledges that a special vibrancy exists when the entire community, when its individual citizens collectively go the extra mile in personal effort, volunteerism, and service. And whereas Green Bay is a community which encourages its citizens to maximize their personal contribution to the community by giving of themselves wholeheartedly and with total effort, commitment, and conviction to their individual ambitions, family, friends, and community. And whereas Green Bay is a community which chooses to shine the light and celebrate individuals within its community who go the extra mile in order to make a difference and lift up fellow members of their community. And whereas the city of Green Bay acknowledges the mission of the Extra Mile Award to create 575 Extra Mile cities in America and is proud to support Extra Mile Day on November 1st, 2018. And now, therefore, I, James J. Schmidt, the mayor of the city of Green Bay, do hereby proclaim Extra Mile Day in the city of Green Bay and urge all our citizens to take the time on this day to not only go the extra mile in his or her own life, but also acknowledge all those around who are inspirational in their efforts and commitment to make their organizations, families, country, and our world a better place. So that's the proclamation that really calls out to recognize the best of the best. And we have, and then we send in 3 names, and those names go on to a national extra mile organization. So that is not an easy task to recognize only 3 people because we have so many here in the city of Green Bay. And I talked to my wife about this for some time, and I said, look, I don't know what I'm going to do this year about the Extra Mile Award. And on September 8th, which is a Saturday, we were out doing mayoral things, and we started our day with the Stadium Fun Run, and where you'll hear from Mr. Jim Belangi. And then we went to the farmer's market and saw John again volunteering there, and then we went to the Steve Miller concert where Aaron Popke was working on an event that's free to this community. So we were driving home, and I said, if these guys work this hard on a Saturday, they must be working this hard Monday through Friday. And she's like, those are your award recipients right there. So those are the three people that give a lot to this community. And I want to start by calling up Jim Belangi, a friend of the city's, supports veterans. We are honoring Jim with the Extra Mile Award for supporting veterans and founding the City Stadium Run. And that's presented, come on up here, Jim. And that's presented to you on behalf of the City of Green Bay, the City Council. Thanks for all you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I need to say something too, right?
First of all, I want to thank Mayor Schmidt and everybody who has helped me with this City Stadium Run for Veterans. This is our 7th year, and I'm very, very proud to say this year we raised the most money for a veteran cause than we did in the previous 6 years. And this year's cause the benefactor was to the Veterans Center at UWGB, and $11,000 is going to be donated for that Veterans Center on the campus of UWGB. So I'm very, very proud of that. In the last 7 years now, we have raised over $74,000 for a different veteran cause in our Green Bay community. So the reason I want to mention that is because it's just not me. There's great people in the city of Green Bay. And I want to take a shout out to our few sponsors that if it wasn't for them, this would not happen. And of course, volunteers would not happen. The event will not happen. Of course, we get participants every year, and it continues to grow. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Green Bay Packers, especially Bobby Joe Eisenreich. They sponsor our bibs. I'm very adamant as far as having product exclusivity, and so when people see the bib, they just see the Green Bay Packers in our logo, the City Stadium Run logo, and know that they are part of this particular event. You probably know Craig Dickman from Breakthrough Fuel. He sponsors our dog tags. Every participant gets a dog tag with our event on it and a nice patriotic saying, and that comes from Greg Dickman from Breakthrough Fuel. Jerry Moran, Metalcraft. Our medals we give to our winners are absolutely gorgeous. It's our City Stadium logo, and obviously it's metal, and it's beautiful, and Jerry Moran and Metalcraft, he donates that. And I don't want to say how much that is, but it's a lot of money, which means more money is going to our veteran cause. Festival Foods for our refreshment tent, and Todd Gutzman at Home Team Sports for our T-shirts, and his logo's on that particular T-shirts. And that has saved a ton of money for us to give more money to our veteran cause. So just keep in mind, we have great people, and I always like to keep it local, and that's why we have local businesses helping us out. The last person I want to recognize is Mayor Schmidt. I went to him a number of years ago about this particular event, and he said, I can remember what he said. We got an issue, Jim. He says, so you want to block off East Mason Street, and that's a state highway. We might have issues, but he went the extra mile and got that done. But also the Parks Department for cleaning the trail, because we try and show her the beautiful neighborhood of East High School and the trails and the 3 parks that we run through. The Public Works Department, of course, our police that help us with the corners. So once again, thank you so much. I'm greatly honored, but keep in mind, it's a community event, and if it wasn't for this great community, it never would happen. So thank you so much.
Congrats. We're going to get a quick picture. Here,
absolutely.
She's going to take it. Here. We're going to get your award, man.
Oh, jeez.
Great.
I
And
gotta make
council
sure
didn't
that-
like to send it in, so here. All right, congrats, Jim. Thank you for doing that. My wife has arrived. I just told them the story of how we came up with these 3 names. The second recipient for the Extra Mile Award is John Roque. And I know I see a lot of you at farmers markets, downtown, on Broadway, Military Avenue. You may know John, but he's also the guy that dresses up as the bunny so that people buy carrots and points to the carrots. Ignite, come on up here, John. And, you know, when I said to Celestine, find out who that guy is. Like, I didn't know his last name. I knew his name was John. So we did a little research, and we called him and said, look, Mayor wants to recognize you as an Extra Mile Award recipient. And he told me he was so surprised he thought it was a scam. So, but yeah, you're the real guy, man. We love what you do, and we're just so happy to present John Roque for volunteering in numerous community activities. Congrats, John.
Thank you, sir.
Here, you sing it. Can you say something?
I just want to say thank you all for letting me volunteer. I'm just having so much fun doing it. That's why I like to do it. You've all opened up my eyes and touched my heart very much. And thank you all.
That's awesome. There you go. Take a picture. All right.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, you bet, John. We'll see you at the farmer's market. And then our third Extra Mile Award for individuals is I think going to someone we all know. So the city of Green Bay is kind of known for our football team, and for them to stay local and to work with us on visitors, on fundraisers, that's a big organization, and they've got a lot going on, and they have, especially in the last couple of years, really treated this city like we're very special, responding to concerns we have, to addressing the needs that we might see, and that's because of Aaron Popke. He is, I think his title is something community or government relations, but this is working, and it's working because we're working together, and there's other mayors that don't have this relationship with their team, and but they don't have an Aaron Popke either. So I just want to present on behalf of the city that we want to recognize Aaron Popke for strengthening community partnerships. Aaron, thanks for what you're doing.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. On behalf of everyone at the Packers, it's a privilege to be able to serve the community with an organization that we truly feel is a treasure. One of our values there is stewardship. And those of us that work there feel very strongly about that, that certainly we want to win championships and provide a great experience, but want to be a great member of the community. And as an individual who's now in my 26th year with the team, it's been a lot of fun to see the team evolve and become much more than just a football team. You know, we want to be a great community partner, try and benefit this community in so many ways, and the Packers provide a great window through which people nationally and internationally can see Green Bay, and we want to maximize that and build our partnerships as much as possible. So it's an honor for me to be able to serve the Packers, serve the community, and do what we can to make Green Bay and the greater community a better place. So,
You're awesome.
Thank you.
You got, should we take a quick picture? All right, thanks for strengthening that partnership. On the commerce side, the business side, it's pretty much hands down, because it wasn't just the city of Green Bay. It was the state of Wisconsin. And I think many of you voted on this. It was the best thing made in Wisconsin. And think about that. Think about everything we make here in Wisconsin, from snow blowers to different parts, different unique items, and rightfully so, a winner was chosen. And the winner of the best things made in Wisconsin was Uncle Mike's Bake Shop. And for their Kringle, you can go into the detail. I love it. I just don't know how to pronounce it. But they're on Mason Street, right? They opened up. A lot of us were at the ribbon cutting. And when tour buses come into Green Bay, obviously they go see Aaron's place. They go down to the farmer's market, see John. Maybe see some things that we're doing with the veterans. But they stop at Uncle Mike's and get the Kringle, and they're just treated so well. And people judge the city by how our customers, our businesses treat their customers. And you have done an excellent job of that. So on the commerce side, the business side, we're presenting the Mayor's Extra Mile Award to Uncle Mike's Bakery for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin, the Sea Salt Caramel Pecan Kringle. All right, my mouth's watering. Thanks, It's awesome.
So when we entered the Sea Salt Caramel Pecan Kringle in the contest, there was 160 companies from around the state, and a lot of them were big companies. Last year we got beat by Oshkosh Truck, which, they have like 13,000 employees, so it's sort of a challenge, So this year we knew we had to get the whole community behind us, and so we asked the community to vote for us, and actually, so there was 4 rounds. We smoked them in every round, so you guys did a great job. Thanks.
All right, we're proud of you. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thanks for we'll see you there. All right. Oh, Okay, let's see. Come on here. Let's see a quick photo here. Thanks for the Kringle. All right, thank you. You're very proud of you. So those are the Extra Mile Awards that we're going to submit. The three individuals, the business, and we're just so proud of the people here. I mean, the council does a great job. I try, but it's the people that make this work. We have one more award that I'm presenting. Was not on the selection committee, although if I would have been, you would have got it. This is called the Carnegie Hero Fund Commission, and 16 people, 15 Americans and 1 Canadian, make up the most recent class of those named Carnegie Heroes for risking their lives for others. Yeah, this is risking your lives. This is a lot of people doing good things. These are people who risk their lives. And the Carnegie Medal is given throughout the United States and Canada to those who risk their lives to an extraordinary degree while saving or attempting to save the lives of others. The heroes announced today are the third group of awards to bring a total of 10,044, the total number since Pittsburgh-based Carnegie Fund's inception in 1904. Now, we have one of those recipients right here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we're very excited about it. James, if you want to step up. You want to bring your kids up here if you want? You guys want to come up? Look at this. Wait till you hear this. Well, I read it 3 times. What is it? You want to tell him? So, all right. James Williams helped. Is it Jakeem? Okay, Jakeem Hillard from Attack Dogs. Dogs were attacking this little kid in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on a sidewalk in a residential neighborhood. An adult pit bull. You read this. I choked up reading this. What do you guys read this? An adult pit bull dragged this little kid.
An adult pit bull dog dragged Jakeem, 17 months, from his stroller, bit onto his head, and did not let go. A second pit bull bit his mother, and she fell into the street just out of reach of Jakeem. Several neighbors, including Williams, 47, a disabled construction worker who lived across the street, heard screams for help and went outside. Running to the scene, Williams grasped the dog that was biting Jakeem's head, punched it until it released the boy, and threw it aside. As that dog moved back toward Jakeem and Williams' stepson fended it off. Williams later restrained the second dog, pinning it on his porch until police responded. Jakeem's mother carried him to safety. He was hospitalized for about 2 weeks for wounds to his head and an ear. Immediately afterward, Williams experienced acute anxiety, for which he received treatment that afternoon at a hospital.
That is awesome. You saved this kid's life. We're very proud of you. It's my honor to present the Carnegie Award to James Williams. Come on up here. That was awesome. It's a nice medal. Wow. Jesus. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Thanks for doing that.
It's really something. It's really something. Yeah, it still breaks my heart today, too, to think about. It's been 2 years now since it happened. And I still picture it every day. To be given something like this for what I did it's really something to be recognized for it. It touches me too, man, you know.
I get that.
I see the little kid once in a while yet. He does good. He's lost part of his ear. His head's all scarred up. The eye and stuff is scarred up. The doctors say that they don't know about hearing or vision loss until it's older in life,
right,
developing. And I just pray every day that he comes out perfect, you know, well, His mom, she's all right. She's got some scars on her head too and stuff. But yeah, you know, I just felt the duty. I seen it. I heard it. I just did what I could.
You're awesome.
I'm glad I did.
So are we.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right, man. Oh, look at that. What are you guys? Yeah, I know. Isn't this something?
Yeah.
That's a nice medal. That's, again, that was. Thank you, Bill. Right? Oh my God, I can't read about kids. Thank you, Alderman Galvin, for helping the mayor out. That's emotional. All right, let's continue.
We're on to public hearing. Zoning ordinance number 15-18, an ordinance amending zoning ordinance 11-13, zoning certain land located on the east side of North Broadway, 400 through 600 block as a planned unit development district.
All right, as the clerk stated, this is a public hearing to receive any comment on zoning ordinances 15-18. Anyone here tonight who wishes to speak to that specific item? Is there anyone wishing to be heard? Anyone wishing to be heard? Oh, well, we'll let the record show no one came forward.
We're on to ordinance's second reading for adoption. You may, under suspension of the rules, take up items 1 through 3 with a roll call vote.
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Nicholson to suspend the rules for that purpose. All in favor of suspension, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nay. Ayes have it, the rules are suspended. All right, there's a motion to adopt by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderperson Dorff. If you'd please use the board, this is the reading for adoption. So these three will be adopted with a positive vote. We're good? Nobody's not here. All right, and those pass unanimously and they're adopted. Thank you. Okay.
We're on to item U, Committee of the Whole. First one is consideration with possible action on consent to contract assignment to Arlington Computer Products LLC for Lot MM parking lease agreement, Camera Corner connecting point.
Right, and this just came up, as you know, Camera Corner was merged, acquired, and this is just strictly a change of agent. This has nothing to do with the rates. Alderman Grenier, I think you agendaed this for next month?
Correct. This will be.
Director Grenier.
This will be on the next regularly scheduled Improvement and Service Committee as well.
So tonight?
Tonight, we are simply changing agents. We entered into the agreement originally on Lot MM back in 2013 with the acquisition. The successor assigned provisions need to reflect the new current owner, and that was a request of the attorneys representing the new ownership.
Okay. So that's what we're doing, is just a change of agent to keep that acquisition or that merger moving. So we have a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Stoyer. Is the proper motion just to adopt item 1 then, Vanessa? Okay, to adopt item 1. Any discussion here? All right, seeing no lights, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nay. All right, the ayes have it, and item 1 has been adopted.
We're on to item 2 of Committee of the Whole, consideration with possible action on development agreement 18-06 with Breakthrough Fuel LLC for development project at the shipyard, 239 Arn Street, 101 Bridge Street, and 119 Bridge Street.
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Johnson to approve item 2. This is the development agreement with the Breakthrough Fuels. Now, how would you like to proceed? Well, we have that. There was a motion and second on the floor. I mean, do you want to vote? Do you want to talk about it? Is there anything you want to hear? Alderman? Okay, Alderman Johnson.
Just a comment. Obviously, I support this development. This is what happens when we have a fully functioning elected body that can bring forth sound, responsible economic development. We've talked for a long time about this particular site. I mean, it's sat under city ownership for nearly 40 years. It's been vacant. And the city finally takes a chance. We invest in our own property. by investing in the shipyard. And what happened here is a public-private partnership that has stepped forward. A developer, a business, a growing business in our community who has said, we want to stay here in Green Bay. We want to invest in Green Bay. They had choices. They had options. And they chose Green Bay because they said that we like what's happening here. We like what's going on in this area. We appreciate the nature of the public-private partnership. This is significant. And we talked about the need when we debated the shipyard that we were going to need some new development in this site. And this is certainly just one project. There are many more that need to come, but this is the most significant one. The first one is always the hardest. It's always the hardest, and because of that, sometimes the deals need to look a little bit differently. And so because of that, I certainly encourage my fellow alders to support this project. This is a significant project for District 9 and for the shipyard investment site. But I'd also like to thank, Breakthrough Fuel. Again, as I mentioned, they had choices, and we certainly appreciate the fact that you chose to continue to grow your business and add jobs here in the city of Green Bay. And I'd also like to recognize Director Vonk as well as the mayor, because as our city staff, these are the individuals that work with our developers on a regular basis. And without them working with Breakthrough Fuel and other developers as we go through this process, this conversation could be happening in a different community today. And so that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alderman. Alderman Nicholson?
Yeah, question, is there any risk to the city with this?
Boy, that's a strong company. You read the development agreement. They're building a building that they guaranteed an assessment of not less than $8.3 million. We think it's going to assess higher. Their taxes, that is, as the alderman said, have been zero on that property since Mayor Hallowen purchased that. We will have a tax base that's going to create a couple $100,000 of new taxes, and we believe in the company, and it's a partnership.
Question I had, is there any risk to the city?
Well,
that's all. Well, what is it then? I just want to know what the risk is, if any. Maybe there isn't any.
Well, look, their business is very, very strong. They pay very well. They're one of the fastest growing companies in their industry. They're a leader in their industry. Is there a risk that their business doesn't work? Is there a risk Schreiber business doesn't work? I guess there always is that risk, Alderman. But look,
so it's very minimum.
Very minimal.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
All right, very minimal.
All right. Thank you.
Alderman Stoyer?
Thank you, Your Honor. Piggybacking on Alder Johnson's comments as well, I think the fact that we're looking at a 40,000 square foot structure, up 75 to 100 employees, 8.3 to 12 million in assessed value, and taxes from 170,000 to 270,000 per year. That will add up over time. I think Breakthrough, they're looking at this as being a world headquarters, so that bodes very well for the area. And like Alder Johnson said, we have some business like this in place. Others will follow. So I'm very happy with this as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else, Alderman Nicholson? All right. See no other lights, we'll use the board on this. This is committee as a whole. It's item 2, the Breakthrough Development Agreement. That's awesome. It's unanimous. Thank you. You're going to be very proud of this project. Thank you, Doug. All right.
We're on to report of the Redevelopment Authority, October 9th, 2018.
All right. There's a motion by Alderman Scannell and seconded by Alderperson Dorff to approve the report of the Redevelopment Authority. That was for the meeting held on October 9th. Any items in this report you wish to handle separately? Seeing no lights, all in favor of that report, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nay. Ayes have it, that report's been approved.
Report of the Improvement and Service Committee, October 9th, 2018.
All right, we have a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Stoyer, to approve the report. It's Report L the report of the Improvement and Service Committee for October 9th. Any items in this report you wish to handle separately? See no lights. All in favor of that report, please signify by saying aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. The report's been approved.
Report of the Protection and Policy Committee, October 8th, 2018.
We have a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Stevens, to approve Report M, the report of the Protection and Policy Committee. Are there any items under this report that the council would like to handle separately? Number 4. Okay. Hearing none others, all in favor of the remainder of that report, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. Items 1, 2, 3, and 5 have been approved. What are your wishes regarding item 4?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderperson LaFave. Alderman Vanderleest, this is item 4, which is to refer back to staff.
We're not actually voting then on the,
No, sir, we're not. This has been referred back, so we will deal with this.
is it coming back to our committee then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine, then we'll let it go to the next,
All right.
next round.
Thank you. All right, so we have a motion and a second to adopt item 4. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Item 4 has been adopted. And yes, you'll see this again.
The report of the Protection and Policy Committee granting operator licenses.
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Stevens, to approve item N, which is the report of the protection policy granting the operating licenses. Are there any names in this report that you would like to handle separately, abstain from? Seeing no lights, all in favor of that report, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it, and that report has been approved.
Report of the Plan Commission, October 8th, 2018.
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Scannell. Second by Alderperson Corpus Dax, to approve the report of the Plan Commission, item O, for the October 8th meeting. Are there any items in this report you wish to handle separately? Yes, sir.
Mayor, I'd just like to be noted as abstaining on item 3, indirectly connected through employment.
All right. So noted. All right, there's a motion and a... All right, so there's a motion and a second to adopt the report of the Plan Commission with the 2 notations on item 3. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. Abstention from Alderman Burnett and the no vote from Alderman Nicholson. Clerk?
Report of the Finance Committee, October 9th, 2018, item number 1.
All right, there's a motion to approve by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderperson LaFave. Any discussion here? Seeing no lights, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it, and item P1 has been approved.
On to report of the Tax Increment Districts Joint Review Committee, October 4th, 2018.
And there's a motion by Alderman Scannell, and that was seconded by Alderperson Dorff, to approve Report Q, which is the report of the Tax Increment District Joint Review Committee. Anything to discuss here? All right, seeing no lights, all in favor of that report, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it, and item Q has been approved.
Receive and place on file building permit report for September 2018 and municipal court report for September 2018.
There's a motion by Alderman Nicholson, seconded by Alderman Scannell, to receive and place on file the 2 reports stated by the clerk. Any discussion here? Seeing no lights, all in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. The ayes have it, and those items have been received and placed on file.
We're on to resolutions. You may under suspension of the rules adopt resolutions 1 through 6 together with 1 roll call vote.
All right, there's a motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Stoyer, to suspend the rules for that purpose. All in favor of suspension, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. The rules are now suspended. The motion to adopt by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Johnson. If you'd please use the board here. This is Report S, Resolutions 1 through 6. All right, and those pass unanimously. Thank you.
Referral of petitions and communications.
Do you guys have any? Alderperson, did you? Alderman Nicholson, did you have a late communication? Motion to adjourn?
No, we have finance item 2.
Oh, yeah, finance and two. I know. I know.
So-
Okay. Go ahead.
We're going back to report of the Finance Committee, October 9th, 2018, item number 2.
There's a motion to approve by Alderman Scannell. Second by Alderperson Dorff. Alderman Burnett, do you want to comment on this?
Yes, I believe we should enter into closed session, so I'd like to make a motion to enter into closed session.
All right, so there's a motion second to go into closed session, and Alderman Burnett, if you could just state the reason why.
Sure.
Or,
I can't do it as fast as you do. Okay, the council may convene in closed session pursuant to section 19851G Wisconsin statutes for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is likely to become involved. The council may thereafter reconvene in open session pursuant to section 19.852 Wisconsin statutes to report the results of the closed session and consider the balance of the agenda.
so we have a motion second to move into closed session. The reason stated by Alderman Burnett. If you'd please use the board. All right, that motion passes on a vote of 10 to 1. So we're moving into closed session. This is the last item on the agenda. Staff, senior staff, you guys can leave. And if we just go into my chambers, Vanessa can run this portion of the meeting. All right, we're returning from closed session. I'll take a motion and a second to return to regular order. All right, motion by Alderman Vanderleest. Second by Alderman Stoyer. All in favor of returning to regular session, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. We're back in regular order. We'll go to Alderman Galvin.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to make a motion that the council have staff follow the direction that was given in closed session.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Put forth by Alderman Galvin to have staff follow the direction that was given in closed session. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nay.
Adjourn.
All right.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Scannell, second by Alderman Corpus Dax to adjourn this meeting. All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, nays. Ayes have it. We're adjourned, and we will see all of you on October 30th at 3 p.m.